Floodwaters from Hurricane Florence are starting to recede. Now residents of the Carolinas are getting their first look at the damage, and there's a lot of it. Griff Jenkins is live in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Griff, you are at a motel that was completely destroyed. All right, looks like we could see Griff, but we could not hear him. Obviously, a lot of this is a first look at the storm damage, as a lot of residents are just now returning to their homes for the first time since the floodwaters have been receding. And some of these hardest hit towns, Bill, people haven't even been able to get back to their homes to assess the damage.
Yeah, and a lot of this, I think the viewer needs to understand that some of these places where we're reporting from are 60 miles from the Atlantic Ocean. You think about that. That storm came on shore. The eye of the storm passed over Wrightsville Beach, right near Wilmington, North Carolina. And the damage and the flooding and the devastation is extending 60 miles inland. That covers such a huge area. And for the home to be underwater for 3 days, Sandra, you cannot go back and live in that house. You know, the mold gets inside the walls. And some of these homes, unfortunately, will have to be bulldozed and torn down.
Yeah. And like I said, some of those residents have no idea the damage that they face when they finally get back there, Griff. And you're standing in one of the hardest hit areas. Have you been able to catch up with any residents there?
You know, Sandra, I talked to the owner off camera. It's a mom and pop owned hotel, and he didn't want to go on camera. He's meeting with the State Farm insurance guy. But come over here and let me just show you what has happened here. And that is this tree line here. The Little River is beyond that. Now, the water was above the roof of this, and it wiped out this entire 28 hotel room. That means there was more than 30 feet of water coming on top of this. And actually, yesterday, I happened to catch up with Governor Cooper real quickly. He said why this would be, well, I'm not going to play it, but it was billions of dollars, and it's the beginning. Meanwhile, we have in the southeastern part of North Carolina as well as South Carolina, all the water that was here is down there in Wilmington, where you were, Bill, and in South Carolina, causing waters to rise. And this kind of damage is going to continue. You can see the insurance adjuster on the roof now trying to get a handle on this situation. But this is just one of the many areas of what is at best described as total devastation.
Wow.
And this is why you're hearing Governor Cooper and others saying it's going to be months, maybe even years, before many of at least the business owners get back on their feet.
A motel completely leveled there. And mom and pop owners, you say. Griff Jenkins, thank you for your report.